When I was growing up, the music never let you down. The music's always there for you whenever there was dark times or good times. I always had my record player and always brought me joy. Since I was a little kid, I've been buying records. I bought my first record in 1961 by Eddie Hodges, Girls Are Made to Love, and I always started buying records. And the reason I did that was because every time I called the radio station to play one, they wouldn't play it. So I had to start my own collection. And before you knew it, I had 10 records, then 50, and then as I got older and went to high school and stuff, I still kept buying records, even though I worked at odd jobs and stuff, and I graduated. And I had all these records, and I wanted to my parents, you know, what are you gonna do? You can't make a living out of collecting records and comic books and looking at ball cards. And I said, well, it was real slow starting out. We'd start out, maybe I'd have a $55 day or a $30 day, because I didn't have any money to advertise. I just had barely enough money to get the store started, because when I opened up, there's only like 150 records I started with, and record racks was all. And even when everybody was selling me their records in the late 80s and said, oh man, this guy's stupid, he's buying all these records. CDs are in now. I just kept buying them, and that's why we still have all this inventory. A lot of inventory that we built up.
We've got such a long history and such a vast library of stuff, inventory, that you just can't say, I'm gonna open a record store tomorrow and have all this stuff. It takes years of people bringing it in.
I always wanted to go to a place that I thought would have all the stuff I wanted. And so everything I ever imagined I wanted a record store to be when I went into is what this is.
It's the biggest store in the state. We have over 90,000 albums in here. We have over 130,000 45s, 30,000 CDs. We even still have 8 tracks and cassettes and some reel-to-reel tape. We've got a little bit of everything in here, and you know, people are surprised when they come in and they see that they can get like the brand new Adele or Kendrick Lamar. They always have that saying of what comes around, you know, what was once in fashion comes back around again.
They've got it in their heads now that because of all the communication, that the records sound better, which they do.
It's like when you see a commercial that has a record player in it, but the people are listening to records at a party, or a guy sitting down on his couch and putting his headphones on and he's putting the needle onto the record. All those little things remind people, hey, yeah, records. Let me check it out, you know. But there's a certain pleasure that you can get from actually picking something up and holding it instead of looking at a picture of it on the internet.
I mean, maybe everybody's getting tired of just doing this all the time. Maybe they want to physically put on a record and listen to it. As far as the kids go, it gives their parents to relate to something to their kids. I see people that used to be kids coming in with their kids, getting them record players, getting them records now.
Record Store Day, I think this year is going to be the 9th or 10th year that event has been going on. It's been an official thing. And every year it seems that we have more people than the last time we did it. And for us, it's not really about a big sales day. I mean, we do sell a lot of stuff, but it's stuff we had to special order for that day, all the exclusive limited edition vinyls. So to us, it's more of kind of like a thank you to all our customers day. The big thing about a record store is it's a place that you can come and, you know, you get to meet other people that are also into music, you know? I mean, so it's sort of a community. It's a place people hang out in here. People get to know each other. People have friendships that get formed in here over common music that they both like, or maybe somebody's in here and they're picking up something that you never would have picked up, but it catches your eye. Hey, what's that like? So you get introduced to things you weren't looking for. And of course, there's always room for people to argue too and have a big debate over what the best Rolling Stones album is, or, you know, is vinyl better than CD, or, you know, and all those things.
They have a place to go to talk about music and talk about who was born today and who died today. But I like doing this. I've done this their 32nd year, and I met a lot of great people. just been real fortunate and blessed to be able to still be able to do this after all this time. I'm a lot grayer and a little heavier than I was, but it's still real good.